Hi everybody, I'm Stitch Kitten again, and sorry, my microphone uh has this data cable that really kind of stinks, and I would really like to just use an aux thing for it, um, but also it's I think like one or two versions too old to do that. I don't know. I do not know why. Uh, I can't just hook it with an aux cord. But, um, I mean, maybe there is some way to do it. And honestly, if somebody knows how to just like hook up a random microphone with an aux cord that doesn't have like power independently, uh, that would be really cool. But also, nah, I'm just complaining because this is like a problem for me all the time. It makes me upsetty that this cord just causes me issues. It's gotta be the cord, uh and not even this cord specifically, just the type of connection, because over two different laptops now on multiple different USB ports with a bunch of different kinds of like driver software and stuff, different programs. This microphone is a good microphone, and it just has problems like with the computer registering it as the default device is what it is. Um and so it just like will switch off of this microphone sometimes cuz it just like forgets where the connection is, I guess. Like it forgets where the port is or something. Just for seemingly no reason. I'm sure it's gotta be the data connection type just like cuts sometimes or something. Um, because it's like a quick transfer data cable. Uh, and even though this is a nice cord, it's just yeah, I keep buying nice cords for this thing and it just kind of stinks. It's kind of poop, unfortunately. Uh, but it's okay. I'm glad it's working right now. That's a problem for another time. Oh, sorry. I had a whole thing prepped for these cute little rainbow guys, and then I had lots of tech issues, and my stomach decided to troll me before the stream. So now I'm kind of like, I kind of lost the, I kind of lost the beat, you know. Give me a second. I'm gonna sip my coffee. I'm gonna remember. I should have written it down. I'm so bad at writing scripts out for this kind of crap, but I should. I should just write out scripts. I know people do that at the very least for like little theme intros I know I'm gonna do or something. Excuse me. Ah, freak. Everybody's allergies be acting up around here. I think just because it's been kind of humid and summertime, you know. Also, guys, you want to know what they wanted to charge me at the freaking store in town to replace this pencil? 'Cause if you notice, this has different band here because I used a piece of plastic from uh one of the other pencils off of this line that I don't use as much because it's a different size. But the barrel's the same. They wanted to charge me 20, oh shoot, 24 freaking dollars for one pencil. And oh hot damn, I have had this pencil a long time and I love it so much. And I almost would have done that. But like $25. I used to buy these with my freaking pocket money, guys. Like, like I've been telling everybody that these are great and I should do a review on them since like I started the channel and they did not cost 24 freaking dollars. Yeah. Also, they're officially labeled in the Pentel section as art supplies now. They got priced out at Walmart. They do not sell these at the Walmart anymore where I live. Like it's just I guess not worth it for them to sell these at my Walmart cuz they cost $24 a piece. A piece. Crazy. I found a seller online that still had some back stock or something, I guess, that was not quite that much. But I am not happy with how much I just spent on like two of these. I just bought two. I'm gonna keep them forever. I'm never gonna lose one ever again. I'm gonna, I don't know, buy like a freaking air tag, and you can't even use those without an Apple device, huh? Buy a fake air tag, a locator tag for just like my pencils because frick, that's so much money, guys, for a pencil. I love them and I'm gonna buy them because I love them a lot, but gosh dang it. I don't want to. Hmm. I seriously thought of guys, I I'm just saying, when I say I have a touch of autism, I'm being real generous to myself and to Tism. Um, I do not, when I really like something and something is really comfortable for me, I do not like changing it. And I seriously thought about buying a variety of other pencils to test instead of buying, if I had not found if I had not found them cheaper online, I almost certainly would have started buying other pencils because I can't recommend anybody spend $24 on a pencil that doesn't have like way more money than me. That is crazy. They're super nice supplies. I love them so much. But shit, yeah, no, $24 is too much to spend on a pencil, even if it's gonna last me for a few years. I can't do that. I mean, just like in my head, like I get that that's worth it, if especially if I don't break or lose these other ones. Um, and I'm sure the price has gone up like that because manufacturing and stuff is really expensive right now, and they would like to maintain this really, really nice quality of pencil. But, oh, ow. That makes me cringe in my spine and pocketbook, guys. I can't do it. Yeah, I don't think I did either. Actually, mine was on a pretty good sale, but I maybe did spend more than that just because it was new. Um, but it was also I didn't have to budget for mine because I bought it for myself as a graduation gift. So I was like, the budget is I'm being nice to myself, and I have some extra money because I made a lot of money in college. Um, isn't it crazy, guys, when I I am here being an adult that made more money in college than like after college. Like I could maybe go back to college on some sort of scholarships or something cuz I'm pretty freaking smart and make money in college. And then be out of college again and academia is epic in the US. And all those tech jobs that they told me were gonna be available for me are really really showing up. If you guys need a web developer or somebody to program your Python program or something, I don't know. God, college here is silly, guys. I spent so much money on it, and that is the thing that I spent money on that I regret the most. I'll be real. Like, I did go on a lot of scholarships, right? But I had to live there. I had to exist and eat food and buy books and clothes, you know? Like, I spent a good deal of my own money even going on almost entirely scholarships, right? Like, college is expensive in the US, even if you go to a silly little state school like I did. So, yeah. If college, I'm just sitting here being spiteful about how much everything costs. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be doing that. I have uh I have had a week of paying for things and uh people having to pay for things. My friends got into a very minor nobody's hurt for the record, but a very minor car accident yesterday, and a bunch of their cars are freaked up. And I say minor because nobody got hurt, nobody's cars were hurt real bad, but it was a couple of cars, and yeah, everybody's worried about the insurance and crap, so that is real fair. And I'm just being spiteful about money. Money, money, money. Because I wish I had a bajillion dollars to buy all my friends new cars and to buy me a car and to open a cat cafe and have all these cats and it's just sad how many things could get fixed with money and they just don't cuz money. Is sad. I'm just having some big ol' big old money ennui, capitalism ennui, whatever the freak you want to call that. Mm. But oh well. Well, you're fine. I don't think any of you guys are like problematic typically. Even when people come in and who was it, Tony, that came in and was a little bit goofy one time. And I couldn't tell if they were being rude or not. I mean, like even that was pretty chill as far as like stuff that I've heard people say to streamers. I am also on YouTube, so I have heard much worse. And I appreciate you guys being so freaking chill, but yeah, y'all don't have to like I mean, like I said, don't get me in trouble, but you don't have to censor yourselves for real as long as you're what is it? As long as you're not okay, you can't bully people. So you can't be like insult to this specific person directly. You can like make judgments and comments about people, but you can't like just make general insults. And then also yeah, just don't say like big ol' slurs or nothing. Like, I don't care about little curses or nothing. I say heck and ass and shiz. Not gonna say a bunch of actual curse words in a row just because of, going on YouTube after this. But I do every once in a while. Uh, you know, I I'm feeling that one. Don't you worry about it. But like I I think I'm gonna do some little gesture warm up things because I'm just sitting here talking anyway, and I wanna do some little warm ups before we get into poses for real. And yeah. So hold on, I'm gonna get back to just in case you guys didn't know. Usually for gesture drawing, I use a website called Line of Action. It's a really good website. It's Line of Action. Uh, Okay, so it's lineofaction.com, but it has like dashes between the words, hyphens. Um, because I typed it without the hyphens once, and now my freaking browser has it saved forever. So don't do that. It has hyphens in it. Um, but it's a really good thing for figure drawing or expressions. It's got like still life practice. Oh, it's also got background practice. That one I need. I should use that one more probably. But we're gonna do figures right now, so. And I'm gonna do 2 minutes. And let's do 22 images because why not? And I might not do that many, but I'm gonna set up that many and then we'll fill the page. Yeah, sure. Here, hold on. I can post the link here, and then also it is in the subreddit if you guys want to go check out the subreddit ever. There's a big old mega thread with lots of art resources, stuff that I and other people have used. But for right now, I will just put it in the chat. and I can pin it while we're using it so that it, we're being appropriate with our freaking credits and all. Alright. Well, should be pinned now for until I am done with the exercise. So we'll be nice and give line of action lots of credit because I really really appreciate this website. I use it a lot, honestly, and it's free. Free forever to use for everyone. Ads aren't on it. Um, and I mean, I think there's some ads on the base website, but uh, like there aren't ads in the classes or anything, and you can pay a premium to get like extra, I think, class like mannequins and extra photo sets and stuff like that, but I haven't ever felt the need to do that. Um, if you wanted to be really specific about the kinds of models and stuff you wanted to draw, or if you wanted a lot of really guided instruction. I think they have a lot of stuff like that behind their premium. And I think they have like stuff like some worksheets. I'm sure there is a lot of benefit to having the premium, even though I don't personally. Um, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna start the thing. Here, hold on. Let me sip my coffee before I start. And then I'll give you this person's sage wisdom because it was a good piece of advice. I didn't forget. And I finished my coffee in a reasonable amount of time. What the heck is this, guys? And I was actually here on time, and I did just get trolled by a bunch of random stuff happening at once, including my stomach. Okay, this is TMI, so if you're a little squeamish, go ahead and go la 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 for a second. But yeah, my stomach does this thing sometimes where it goes swoosh and kind of like squishes and slashes and stuff, like, and it's not really painful, but it is acutely discomfortable. And I, I guess I can't do anything except get up and go to the bathroom right then. And I would probably, mess myself if I freaking didn't. It's kind of a deal, unfortunately for me. However, yeah, that's hi to all the squeamish people. You can uncover your ears now. Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, no, that just kind of stinks. Sorry that my stomach kind of stinks. Um, but thanks for being patient with me, and I'm gonna start the thing now and tell you guys my friend's advice. Uh, okay, so yeah, I also, as you guys I'm sure heard if you were here a couple of streams ago or the last stream, I'm sure I said plenty of stuff about it still, but you should go hear those if you want to hear about all the details of my girlfriend breaking up with me, because I don't really want to hash that out again, but that's the TLDR. And um Like, I had a lot of good reasons to make that feel like my fault. Um, and I'm really good at just making things my fault, in general, usually. And so because of that, I got some of that that you're talking about, where I was feeling like, well, there isn't reason, right, for that I can tell for this to not be my fault, right? There isn't like an explanation other than that this is my fault that like makes sense to me, even though I haven't been presented with anything that makes it my fault. Um, and so I was talking to this person about it, and honestly, kind of being a little self destructive, probably like looking for them to tell me I was being the butthole or something. So, uh, it wasn't like I was telling it in a way that, made me look good or anything. And still, uh, and this also isn't a person who, I'm saying talking to a person, not talking to my friend or anything, because it's not typically a person who I get along great with for a variety of reasons. And uh said person was still kind of just like, well, okay, like back in the when, right? Like people people didn't really like me, like you didn't really like me, like people didn't really like me, and I was kind of a butt, right? But also I went somewhere else and met other people and wasn't a butt and had like a whole new thing. So even though like it kind of feels like this is you like having a bad thing, and there's all of this evidence that these people don't like you, who's to say that like you can't just go somewhere else and have other people like you, and not necessarily like physically, but just like two other people. And that was like really good advice, and especially from a person who I don't typically get on with very well. Like it was kind of like just the right place for me to hear it. And uh yeah, I think probably he was right, and I just need to find people that are gonna be for the new me after all of this. And I think well, I think that's the point, is that like rejection is terrible, and our brains are actively trained uh by us and just by chemicals and stuff to not like it. And especially if you have like spectrum disorders, or if you are just like not quite social, you're not quite as social as you would like, just little things. It's really easy for people to feel like every single rejection is like a rejection of like everything, right? Like, and it's really easy for those rejections to feel a lot harsher than they would for like neurotypical people or people with a lot of excess outside support, right? Um, I think part of that, even though like it's totally counterintuitive and it totally stinks. I'm not saying it doesn't stink butthole and it's not horrible and awful, but I think part of that is you just have to find communities that aren't going to do that to you, right? Because if they are going to do that to you, then they clearly weren't your community. And I know that's kind of like a nothing answer and like it feels it I'm not saying it doesn't feel terrible and you should totally give yourself like space to figure out like why that is and not just jump back into anything like you give yourself all the self-care you need um and yeah just draw your animals, do whatever it is that makes you feel good, honestly, like for real. I i just mean that like when you're ready for it. I'm gonna skip this one because I sat through part of it. I'll use it to drink tea. This can be a break one. uh it's kind of just a person sitting like this one anyway, so yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I think like, okay, you guys are gonna tell me that I'm full of crap and like say a bunch of nonsense, but I, outside of relationships, I'm saying outside of like romantic relationships, have have not ever really had like a good friend. Like I have had people I talk to and people I have been closer with, but even when I had a person that I did call my best friend, it was kind of like this really passive aggressive little freaking who's gonna crash and burn first contest. It wasn't really like a healthy friendship. It was like me finding somebody that wanted to just also be like destructive and lonely in the same way that I was. Which is not cool. Don't be doing that. But also like I'm really bad at making friends. Like I don't think that means that I can't make friends. I don't think that means that I shouldn't make friends. Well, thank you. But this is also like a very moderated version of me. Like I can take my 40 minutes and go to the bathroom and freaking like, do my little freaking tussle my hair on camera and make sure that I'm pretty, like if I want to ditch you guys for a second and get up and go to the bathroom, like what are you gonna do? Stop me? Is I'm just saying, like this is a very this this is by design like a calculated version of me. And I'm not saying that's necessarily bad, but it just does make it a lot easier for me to seem, like polished. Okay, well, I was saying pretty. How about that? I was just saying that It's very nice. It's very easy for me to be like a nice polished version of myself here on the camera for you guys because it's a nice polished version of myself. And so I I do appreciate the sentiment, but it's also a little bit, just it doesn't have the same weight as me making friends in real life uh that talk to the whole me, the person, and not Stitch Kitten, the little artist on Twitch. It's just a little bit different. That's all. Not that I don't still appreciate and love the heck out of all of you guys, because you really do make this super freaking nice and fun for me. And like I said, I have certainly seen some of the things that people say in other people's streams and nonsense. So I really do like that we are just chill here and people can be chill. But also, yeah, it's just yeah, you get to pick and choose what I am like outside of this, and like I mean I I probably mask a little bit on camera, not a ton or anything, but like I I almost don't want to say this because when I say it people are going to notice and be annoyed, but I'm going to do it. I stutter and I say the word like instead of and when other people do that, it really bothers me. And so when I notice I'm doing it on camera, I take a breath and speak. Well, yeah, that one seemed like. See, I said polished, not like fake. I feel like there's a difference. I don't try to be fake on camera. I just try to be polished. That's my point. Uh, like I don't wanna be like not me. I just wanna be like the better version of me. The version of me that's easier to follow and be friends with. Uh, because in real life I don't really have any. But I still don't think that means I should like stop looking for friends. And even though I do, have a little drama moment sometimes about it and get real sad, like I think that's human and normal. Like I don't actually think that I am incapable of making a friend and that it'll never ever happen. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The version of me that doesn't like count in Japanese to freaking not fall over in my kitchen because I have some freaking nonsense stomach stress hypertension combo. And yeah, no, I just feel like there is plenty of me that you guys get to just like wash out. That's all. Um, so sorry, this is away from my original point. My original point was just that I don't I don't really feel like I have any good examples of me making an actual good friend in real life that had no like romantic connection, attachment, whatever. Ah, so true. Um, the kittens are the kittens are my friends. That's why they get so spoiled. They are the things that I talk to, and you guys can go, oh my god, that's so sad or whatever. But like, I get it. Like, I know. I'm not good at making friends. So, uh, but I do try. I do try to make friends. I do like have opportunities. I do attempt to give myself like space to talk to people or exercises or whatever. But I work a lot. I kind of think that here maybe I don't really want to draw this pose because I just don't. Um, it's a lady throwing a brick and it's at a weird perspective. I don't want to draw it. Uh, yeah, can't do spiders. Hate spiders. Birds and stuff. Birds and stuff are pretty cool though. Uh, correct. What was I saying? Um, no, I had a thing. I had a thing I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, just because I don't have like good examples of success doesn't mean I don't think you know that is possible. I don't think that you should say that having only failures means that something is impossible, like ever, basically, because that's what science is for, right? Like, in science, I love science because in science, even failures are data, right? Everything that happens is information for you to take and use in the future. So, if something goes bad, you don't have to take away necessarily like I stink and I'm bad, but you could take away things from that experience, right? Uh you don't gotta be like, I stink, but you could be like, man, that was a bad combination of people. Yeah, analyze data, learn from mistakes, right? Like, man, why did that not work? And if it's like, man, I had this thing about me that didn't work with those people, you don't necessarily have to be like, man, that thing about me must be bad, even though that's a very human thing to do. You you can use your autism for this. You can literally on purpose take all of the like good bad society judgment stuff that is typically there on purpose out of the equation and actually be nicer to yourself about it. You can be like, man, this combination of people didn't work. What about this combination of people didn't work? Like, honestly, like, okay, I'm not about to like defend cannibals or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, if nobody's bothering anybody, like, why do I care? Um, and I think that more people should have that kind of attitude. And if I happen to get into an argument about somebody not having that attitude and they don't want to like be around me anymore or whatever, like maybe that's okay. Maybe we just have incompatible personalities. And maybe I don't need to feel bad about that because that's just like an incompatible situation for the two people in that situation to be in, you know? And it's not about me in that case, right? Um or like if a bunch of your friends turn out to be little bigot buttholes and like some like white guys that don't want to talk about stuff and they all like dish you because like you talk to them, then maybe you don't need to talk to them about that kind of stuff. And if like it's necessary for you to talk to them about that stuff for you to be their friend, like maybe you don't need to be their friend. It's it's maybe some situations are just incompatible, and it doesn't have to be about you needing to change always, I think. Yeah, yeah, sometimes people are just incompatible, I think. And we don't gotta be making judgments, because I'm saying that's the point. We're not making judgments. We're just noticing data. Because if you make judgments, then you're adding emotions to your data. It's against the rules. But yeah, no, I think that is I mean, she went about it in a crappy way, and like is being a little bit of a butthole in general about it. But also I think that has to be what happened with me and my girlfriend too. Just like we just ended up being incompatible, and at some point she decided that on her own, didn't want to tell me, so I got to find out this way, which is crappy of her, and also lets me know that I don't want to, you know, grovel or nothing and try to get her back, because that is incompatible with me having a relationship with her. I don't trust her anymore. Here, hold on. Let me read your thing. Uh, because I have a couple. I have like a half of this one left, and I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I mean, just reading that, it feels like probably a lot of the like real specific context of that situation could have made it better or worse. But just as like a TLDR, I would say that probably doesn't make you the butthole. Like r slash am I the butthole? I'm saying not the butthole in this one. I think probably if that's something that like your friends knew about you and you were just, I mean, like, obviously I don't know the specifics and you don't need to tell me specifics. But also, yeah, that just seems like probably people wanted an excuse to just not interact with you, and that was their excuse. Um, and that sucks, but also, yeah, as long as it was really not something you were doing intentionally and you explained yourself and tried to rectify it and you did so as soon as they explained themselves to you, like, yeah, no, I get that. That's kind of how I'm feeling in my situation now, and I don't think I'm the butthole either, so like, stinky, stinky poop sucks. Not saying it doesn't, but also like, yeah, I think probably not the butthole. Probably that just sucks, unfortunately, for people in that situation. No, sorry. In here, I'm gonna scoot the sketchbook just a little bit, so don't look if you don't want to watch me scoot it. Okay, you can look again. Well, thanks. Oh, I feel kind of bad because I think I told you guys her her very nice grandmother is our landlady, and she's like the best landlady ever. Like her granddaughter do not get the kind of freaking crazy deal she gets here, and like her grandma literally takes a loss renting to her, because she just wants to be helpful, and uh yeah, like it's kind of a big deal, and she has like one house chore. My girlfriend has like one actual house chore, and it's just, I mean, set of house chores, but it's just like we have a yard made out of rocks, and she has to water the tree that's out there because I don't want to flood the yard, and she also has to, she's supposed to do like the weeds, which is like spraying chemicals that I can't really touch because eczema and dermatitis, and I will break out like a lizard person. Um, and so that's like the only thing that she has to do in the whole house ever regularly, and like we pay the same bills and everything. Um, and yeah, so that is, you would expect something that she would do, and it wouldn't be like a deal. Except our tree has not been watered regularly enough that like it just looks like it's dead. It's a desert tree, and I'm pretty sure it's not dead. I'm pretty sure it's dormant, and I just need to water it. But also, it's crazy that like she doesn't. And also, her grandmother, her poor sweet grandmother, literally asked her to. She gave her like trash bags and like handed her trash bags like we have trash bags, and her grandmother gave her her own trash bags to bring weeds to her grandmother's house because there's like this huge stack of weeds that my girlfriend picked up after like everyone in our house and also her grandmother said something about how bad they got after the rain, and she just like picked them up and then stacked them all like next to our shed and was going to burn them, but it's been really windy, and so she hasn't, which is fair, but also she hadn't done anything else with them either, and so they were just like blowing back into the yard and stuff. Anyway, so her grandmother literally asked her to take these weeds, and she asked like on a Wednesday, and yesterday on Friday, my ex still hadn't done it, and I asked her, I was like, hey, uh, you gonna you gonna you gonna do anything about that anytime soon? And she was like, nah. I was like, well, your Gram's trash day is like Tuesday after today. You plan on doing it before then? She was like, nah. So knowing that her grandmother was going to be upset with that, and also because our roommate was like worried about her grandmother being upset with that, uh, we went and picked up a bunch of them ourselves that were like blowing around the yard and just took them to her grandma and was like, yeah, she said she wasn't gonna do this anytime soon, so we grabbed some of the worst ones and like put them in these bags for you. And she was like, oh, thanks. And I just feel so bad because I think her gram is kind of realizing that my ex is the one who is being the problem, and she like doesn't really know how to act around me about it because I think she's embarrassed, and I don't need her to be embarrassed on my ex's behalf, but also yeah, I think she is a little bit. And yeah, I feel bad because I don't feel like I uh yeah, I don't feel like I did that. Like I brought that vibe for her, but like I'm trying to be nice to her about it. And I think I'm gonna do like just this one more. So I was waiting for it to start because I wanted to make sure I used all of the time appropriately because I really like this pose. It's kind of like a Spider-Man pose, but it's just some lady sitting upside down on a chair or like a couch or something, or maybe it's just like a brick, like a photo brick with paper on it or something. Either way, it's a nice pose. So, and she's kind of got stuff draped around her shoulders. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, her grandmother, like her grandmother bought this property a while ago. So, it's got like a really nice property rate. It's got a really nice mortgage, and her grandmother pays for like all the utilities, and she still takes the loss renting to my girlfriend. Uh, and I guess now we are separate entities she's renting to. Um, because she's a sweetie and she wants to make sure people have somewhere appropriate to live, but also like I literally make jokes about it being like free because of how cheap it is to live here. Uh I mean it's obviously not free, but it is so much cheaper than anywhere else that we could be living that it might as well be. And I don't know that she gets that because every time her grandma asks her to do something, it has to be a big freaking deal. And like her grandmother owns the house. Like I don't yeah, it just seems silly. But whatever. Okay. I think we have to draw. I know. I'm so sad she's not mine anymore, guys. That was so sad actually when she was like when we were I I didn't cry for as long, but I probably cried just as hard when like I realized that like her breaking up with me meant that her grandma wasn't my grandma anymore. I was like her grandmother is the best. See, I'm getting teared up about it right now. Her grandmother is epic. Sorry, I'm gonna flip the page. Don't look. Don't look if you don't want to watch me flip the page. Oh, and I smacked the camera. Tragedy. Oh no. Sorry. I'm fixing it. I swear. I swear I'm fixing it as fast as I can. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Camera smack. Camera go whoosh. Okay. Fixed it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna live in her house. I will still go help her with things if she needs me to. Like, she asked me to call her and help her with her printer on the phone. Uh, after me and my ex broke up, so I mean, maybe we'll just still be friendly, and that would be nice. And maybe I'll go like play cards at her house or some crap. I don't know. She's a sweetie. Um, but yeah, I don't know why everything she asks my ex has to be a big freaking deal. Uh, like I said, it's like her one chore, and not kidding. Our roommate was the one who said something to her about it first, who has like no stake in the matter. He's just like, man, those weeds are really bad. Are you gonna do those or something like that? And then like something about her grandma might get upset. And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, your grandma probably will get upset if you don't like do something about those. And she was like, yeah. And then her grandma did get upset. And that was finally what made her like go out and spray them and then also pile them up. But then still they still just sat by the shed. You guys didn't even hear. Our shed blew away. I don't mean like a tent or anything, like a in the ground foundation shed blew away in the Arizona wind. It pulled itself up out of the foundation, which admittedly the foundation was a little wobbly. It was an old shed. So like but it was like plywood and cemented into the ground. Like it had an actual foundation in the ground. Um and the whole thing just lifted itself up and flew over our house and crumpled against one of our neighbor's fences. Like, we are so lucky that because nobody got hurt, nobody's cars got hurt. Like, the worst thing that happened was there's like a big old dent in one of our outer walls where the freaking whole shed hit the wall, and there's some of the fencing that it hit is like misaligned now, like it's a chain link fence, like lots of metal links, and some of them are not in pristine condition anymore. They're kind of goofy looking, but none of it actually got like broken except the shed. The shed is total. The shed is in pieces, and yeah, that was terrifying and also kind of hilarious. Um, because the whole shed just flew over our house. Oh, okay, guys. We've done our warm up. We've done so much chatting. Uh, we have to figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of our what did I call them? Rainbow something. It's the title of the stream. What's the title of the stream? Wait, can I even see it in the Streamlabs? Maybe I can't. Hold on. That's the one thing that I really don't like about. I mean, maybe I bet there's a way to do it, and I just uh don't know what it is. But I just don't know where the freaking thing for editing all of your stream settings goes when you aren't literally clicking the go live button. Uh, Admittedly, I also haven't looked it up. I'm sure I could do that. But right now, I'm just gonna be frustrated with it. And that's fine. I'll just go look at my own channel. What did I call this? Resolutions. Rainbow resolutions. Okay. Okay, rainbow resolutions. So we already have the Phoenix. Tau. So for red. And so we need orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And here, we'll do little rainbow swatches. I probably won't color them on stream just because I don't know. I feel like coloring on stream, at least for me, is probably not fun to watch because I am super anal about coloring and I just sit here and like fix little tiny stuff digitally forever. Like if I was gonna do some little marker drawings or something for you guys, we would do that, but with the big posed characters, my coloring is not nice enough for me to want to do that in front of you guys. I'll be real. I'm not a color artist usually. I can do it, but secretly. Oh. Ah! My freaking camera is right where my pencil wants to be for that one. Hold on. Okay. Green Gardener. I really like that. So I'm gonna say Green Thumb Gardener. I know you said Gertrude or something, but I want it to be Green Thumb Gardener. So that's what I'm gonna do first. The ADHD set so this is the ADHD series. Ah, you know what? Big saturating colors. It kind of is the ADHD series. Also very gay, but that's fine. Uh, obviously this is green, just in case we weren't clear. Um, wait, okay. Beach Ventures. I don't see. It's hard to say out loud. It's cute. It's cute in text. It's just hard to say. Sorry, there's cats behind me. I was making sure they weren't muting me. Um, Yellow should be like sun or sparkles or stars or uh purple should probably be water of some kind. Uh what would orange be? Yeah. Sorry, I said purple, didn't I? I meant blue. I was just trying to think what purple and orange would be. I swear I'm not that silly. We can let water be blue and not purple. um mm, Yeah, yeah. Hmm, 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 hmm. Let's see, what? Yeah, but we need to have names. We need to have like hero names, because that's how we're gonna style these guys. So what would be like the sun hero name? Okay, I will take your Susan. I'm gonna say Starlight Susan, okay? Okay, wait, I'm doing Arizona Starlight. Because you know what? We got lots of light pollution in the cities, but out here in the mountains, stars are freaking pretty. Okay, okay, great. So, okay, we gotta go away from the S's. We already did Starlight. Uh, okay, okay. What about not raining Robert? What about Robert Rapids? Like rivers. Like like fast rivers. Okay, but we can't. We did Phoenix already. We can't have repeats, guys. I'm just saying. Okay, okay. For real though, what? Oh, sorry. I'm so bad at pop culture. You're so right. That is in fact an actress name. Okay. I didn't even catch that. I'm a little bit slow. Sorry. Okay, but we gotta think of orange and purple. And so far we got kind of like earth, water, fire theme going on. So I want to do. Yeah, okay. I was kind of thinking like earthy orange or something, but I don't know about sand. Sand feels more like it's yellow. You know, if we're gonna pick a saturated color, like I feel like you have to go more like dirt. Mulch is good. Okay. Okay. Um mm, think I want to do something with like clay for orange, like terracotta or something. Um, okay, this is very cute, but I do want to figure out something that fits in my theme, you know. Okay, okay. What if we call him Clay Carlton? I'll steal your Carl, and it'll make it sound more official. Okay, wait. Should we do Clay Carlton or Carlton Clay? I'm thinking Carlton Clay maybe sounds better, but should I put Clay Carlton back? If nobody answers, I'm gonna put Carlton Clay. Speak now or forever hold your votes. Here, I'm gonna drink my. Okay, cool. Also, I like the midnight thing. That's a good one. I don't know about mini, but midnight is a good one. I don't know. I feel like if I make my character Minnie spelled like that, I'm just gonna be thinking of the Disney mouse. Okay, okay, Margaret is closer. Um, mm, okay, okay, okay. Midnight Moxie. I like that. And now we have our freaking Rainbow Resolutions lineup. Okay, okay. I may keep some of the warrior cat features, but we'll see. I've put Midnight Moxie on the page. It's in writing now. It has to be that one. Okay, so we're gonna say this one's done because we did this one already. True. We want to avoid our pride heroes sounding like uh adult stars. We don't want anybody to be accusing me of being influencing or anything. You know, the gay agenda and all that. My gay agenda is just to draw superheroes with rainbow colors. Okay. But that means that we have five left, and I know we haven't had an excuse to use them in a minute. So, oh, I gotta. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna move my camera upwards because I keep smacking it with my pencil. That's what's happening. Because it's too low, apparently. Excuse me, don't look. If you don't want me to move the camera in front of you, don't look. It's gonna be a deal for a second. Sorry. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. Uh, that should be fine. Hopefully that's high enough up. I'm not gonna keep smacking that with my pencil. My bad, guys. But, yeah, I was gonna say, I know we haven't had an excuse to use them in a while, but I'm gonna get out my little freaking nerd dice. Because we have 6 options. And if I get 1, I'll just roll again. Alright. You guys ready? Which one are we doing? Watch out! Okay, well, I guess I will roll again. Watch out! And Midnight Moxie gets to go first. Let's see. Yeah, these are, my freaking metal gamer dice. They've got little resin core inserts. And they're this really cool little yellow-green gradient. And I like them a lot. Thank you. They also came with this cute little Shakespearean insult generator. For insults that aren't like, for like family friendly insults, insults that don't actually have swears in them. Thanks. Oh yeah, also I have a cute little freaking Homestuck reference on my tin because I'm a goofy little nerd. Uh but yeah, I like these a lot. They were a little bit of money, but I spent it appropriately when I had income. So, I've just had them for a while now. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Alright, I'm gonna move the notebook again so don't look. Uh, so that I can see the bottom of the page. Don't look if it's gonna make you listen. Okay, you can look. I was thinking kind of like the same thing, like either like a staff or like one of those, like a really long wand or like and maybe not necessarily like a light, but like something. I don't know. Hmm. Okay, what if it's a lantern, but instead of like moonlight or anything coming out of it is kind of like spooky, spooky night cloud smoke stuff, like kind of like Halloweeny wisps. I kind of like that because I feel like the scepter is to light her way. It's not necessarily to light everybody else's way. Uh, so I feel like if we gave it like a light, it might be a little bit. Yeah, yeah. It's like a dark lamp. It's like a dark lamp, reverse lamp. Like a big version of that little pocket lighter that uh that freaking Dumbledore uses. Yeah, yeah. Dumbledore, sorry. I didn't mean to actually use his real name. We don't need to give people any credit. But yeah, like yeah. I that's what I'm thinking as like a visual though, because it's like a scepter. But I'm also thinking like it just kind of like absorbs light, you know. It just like for the visual though, we'll do kind of like some spooky fog darkness. Yeah. Yeah, you get it. You get it. I'm looking up references for like spooky scepters and stuff. Okay. Okay. So we had our kind of like actiony, you know, punch things in the face hero. So this one's gonna be like the freaking passive, consuming all kind of thing, you know, like ooh, I like that. I like that. She's like a Hades type character. Okay. Okay, so I think I want to have her kind of like she's here and she's floating and she's kind of got like her arms out, you know, like she's collecting, and then we'll have the scepter over here. Yeah, kind of. We'll have like a big old freaking staff, you know, kind of twisty, gnarly looking thing. It's clearly made out of some old wood nonsense. Yeah, maybe we'll put some chains on her. Or like handcuffs on her belt or something, you know? We got this gnarly looking staff. I know I haven't even started drawing the person yet, but I got very into drawing all of these gnarls on this staff. Sorry about that. Uh, and then it's just got like a lantern on top. And this lantern's just like emitting darkness for everyone to not see except her, because she's epic. She will absorb you all. Maybe we'll put like some little ghosts or something floating around in the smoke. Little ghouls. Okay, okay. We'll do like a screen ghost. Rah. You're so right though. The ghost shouldn't be like just hanging out. That'd be too chill. Rah. And they're not as I'm not doing like skulls. I'm just doing like little ghosts. I like little ghosts better. Like they're just emasculated little freaking domestic versions of their spirits, you know? Like she's reduced them to just power sources. Because they big buttholes. And maybe we'll have like she's like breathing out a little wisp of smoke that's like going towards the lamp. I was kind of thinking like you don't really see her eyes, like maybe her hair or something is kind of like obscuring the top half of her face, you know, like cuz we were saying the thing where like, you know, she doesn't need to see, so like maybe we just see like her nose. Yeah. And then her hair is kind of like swooshing all over the place. Hello, hello. Hello to the fabulous Taz. And I was gonna say that maybe the staff is too far away, but maybe her arms are just like really long. Because she's supposed to be kind of like creaturey anyway, right? So maybe she just has like. Because I want her to be holding it kind of like here. Yeah, kinda. You know what? Okay, so then kind of like that. And then wiggle down the fingers, curling around it. Oh, I missed that one. Uh. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's kind of like part of her or something. Like it's like flowing into her, or like it's like the same as like her hair is also like she's all fog and all mist. I get you. We are making a spooky spirit type protector. Oh, here, I should unpin line of action. Yeah. And we'll pin Midnight Moxie. So that people can see who we're drawing if people come in and out. And maybe her other arm is just kind of like out, being inviting to all of the spirits that aren't hers yet. They want it up more than that. If I'm being inviting. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I want to make her look kind of spooky, spindly. I'm gonna make her too thin and too tall. Uh, and then maybe instead of like a real cloak, it's kind of just like a flowing specter dress, like when you see like you know. I mean, like wasn't my intention, but you can take what you want. Art is for everybody. But yeah, we're gonna give her like one of those flowy specter dresses, like when you see the freaking like white ladies on the highway, you know. And then I'll kind of have it like wrap around her, and it'll come into the misty little coat. See, I'm thinking she doesn't even have feet. I'm thinking she just kind of float. And like maybe we'll show like the dress is a little bit parted right here or something, and like we just won't draw the feet, you know. But then this is gonna be where her leg would be. So what if we kind of just draw like the suggestion of her leg, but then it kind of gets wrapped up in all the fabric and we can't really tell. It's kind of creepy floaty. Alright. Go with the scene. Yeah, true. Maybe it's like a little Horcrux. She can like maybe she can hide herself in there, but she like can't get herself out or something. Like somebody has to come and poke it like a genie lamp. Somebody has to release her Pandora's box style. Oh no, I hate that for you. Sorry. That sounded sarcastic, but I was being serious. I do genuinely hate that for you. It's like, hmm. Ooh, okay, okay. What if we give her like she doesn't have eyes, right? So what if we give her like a crown with big old eyes? Like she's got like a twisty little spooky crown. And then maybe it goes like spooky, spooky. Yeah. Yeah, that eyeball kind of flows a little bit. Oh no. Okay, well, hold on, let me reset my freaking thing again. Actually, uh, maybe I will give my mic a second and I will reset it. And, I'm also gonna go stretch my old man back. That seems like good timing for that. Um, ugh, my joints sound like popcorn, and uh, usually, I've usually been up a couple of times by now, so, I have definitely let my back stiffen up on this one, and, uh, yeah, yeah, Arizona Starlight and, Midnight Moxie will have to be, like, teammate, rival, frenemies or something. Okay, uh, yeah, I'm gonna reset my mic. I'm gonna change you guys over to the BRB screen, and, yeah, I'm gonna get up. Oh, stretch my old man back. Freaking take a sip of water because I didn't get myself any before the stream because I was really smart. I got coffee. Coffee's water, right? I'm just kidding, guys. Don't be me. Drink water. Water's good for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go drink water and enjoy sitting around with the cute little character. Let me know if there's something you think I should add, and I will be back in just a few minutes. Oh, here, hold on. I'm gonna move this little cute little Lodi guy from just in case you guys didn't know. There is a wonderful Stitch named Jax. They're on Kara? Kara, I think is what they said that I should promote them on. I don't know if they're here right now. They lurk a lot, but I appreciate them. Um, and they made the cute little spinny guy on the BRB screen, if people didn't know that. I need to put a credit for them somewhere officially, and I just haven't. So, uh, appreciate the heck out of you, and all of you guys, and I will be back in just a minute. Okay, I think we're back for a little bit. Yeah. Excuse me. It is. My face is just freaking congested. I'm sorry about that. It is allergy season, is what I was gonna say. And I didn't finish my sentence. Excuse me. But yeah, this is coming out so good, guys. I hope you really like our spindly little freaking specter. Her specter lady. I think she's pretty epic. She's got like Righteous Coraline vibes. Okay, no gossiping happening. Okay, anyway, I hate that guy. I'm just kidding. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you for real. Please know that I'm kidding. I swear. And thanks. I'm glad it's coming out. Yeah, do take care, sleep good, and all of that. All of the lovely little nighttime guided to your way. Bring wishes, and all of that. Yeah, good. And thank you for all your wonderful ideas for me to steal. I think the joke was there's not a haircut to gossip about. I think that's the joke. As far as I'm aware. Or I missed something. Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, I might be doing some Tuesday streams. It would probably be even later than this one. So sorry to people in UK time zones, but yeah, I do think that my only metric left that I have to like boost is just like more stream. Like I have enough subs now, thanks to you guys, and I have enough freaking good night. I have enough freaking average chatters or whatever, stuff like that. I just have to have like I think it's more streams and also better like average watches or something like that. So I just gotta stream more. And yeah, then we'll be in business, literally. You guys will be my business. How about that? And then I do also, I don't even know what I was gonna say there. Sorry. I started that sentence with absolutely no ending. My brain thought that was going somewhere. It was not. Our little spectre really needs coming out so sweet. You know. That is in fact, that is in fact the theory, the attempt. Believe it or not. I'm thinking maybe for this first Tuesday we'll do another nail stream because my nails are getting beat up. They're not terrible, but like, yeah, they're certainly not as long as they have been. The edges are kind of rough. I keep breaking them. I haven't painted them in a minute. Uh, so I will continue to use you guys as an excuse to take care of my uh creative vices or whatever. And you'll do my nails on Tuesday, I think. And then I'll have to find something else to do on other Tuesdays. Well, I think I'm gonna have it be like variety crafts, you know, like maybe we'll do like some paper making stuff, or maybe we'll do like I'll show you guys how to fix some socks or something. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I know you're lying because I know that they're bad right now, but I appreciate you guys lying. They're usually pretty nice though, especially considering like I okay, so I now as an adult am really good at just like seeing something and being like, man, that is a thing that I want. How do I get it? Right? Um, but also like as a kid, one time when I was in the girly scouts because I used to be a Girl Scout if people didn't know that. Shrug. But yeah, when I was still in the Girl Scouts, we saved all this money to go camping, and they took us to these like fun time condos in Phoenix instead. And I was upset, but the other girls were happy with that. And one of them had these like really, really long natural nails that she took really good care of. And now as an adult I can be like, man, that little girl like loved her fingernails. She must have put like little freaking wraps on her fingers or something. Like she must have really taken good care of them. um but as a kid I was just like, dang, my nails can't ever look like that because they look like my nails and they're brittle and they don't grow right and poop. Um, and that was the end of it. But also, I thought that was really cool that she had such really long, pretty nails that she could like paint whole little things on, and it wasn't like the stubby nonsense that I chewed on all through middle school, you know? Uh, imagine that chewing on your nails does not make them grow long and fabulous. It makes them adapt to microfracturing and breaking off really fast. But I did used to chew on my nails like a lot, and I also didn't take care of them ever, and so they were really brittle and they broke all the time. And I also just probably like I clearly don't have any problem with my keratin, but I do probably just have like some problem with like my growth factor or something, right? Because I just like I don't heal like I heal well, but not quickly, and like I I have like a lot of hair, so it feels like it grows really fast, but also it's definitely slowed down since I've been an adult, you know? And like I'm not super short or anything, but I'm not tall either. So I just feel like, there's probably something to that. Um, but yeah, I do take good care of them now, but it was only like, oh gosh, it was when my sister got married actually, because she had me get my nails done for her wedding, and I got these acrylics, and my natural nails grew out under the acrylics for a while, and then on top of that, I also got like a really nice set of nail stuff for my ex at about the same time. Um, and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna do my freaking nails like at the salon, but like at home. And then I did that for a while, and they stopped growing so crap. Imagine. Imagine you take care of stuff and it works. But if only that if only that could happen for my stomach. That would be great. Uh but my nails though. My nails did end up being fixable for sure. So I'm really glad that I got to figure that out even if it was a lot later than when I cared about it initially. Yeah, also apparently just like standard nail clippers aren't actually good for your nails. Like if you want growth, uh cuz same difference as with biting them, it creates like a bunch of little micro fractures when you just like pressure cut them that way. So, you could I know this is a sensory nightmare, and I'm so sorry because I do not have a way for it not to be a sensory nightmare. I have desensitized myself to it, and even still, sometimes I get it just wrong, and it goes. But if you can, if you can stand using a nail file, um, those are apparently way, way better for your nails growth wise. I mean, honestly, like the little here, I think I showed this when I did the nail stream, but the little freaking electric file that I have sits on my art cart. It's basically like a small Dremel. Like it's by a company called Melody Susie. Uh it was some money, so you don't have to spend this kind of money. There are small little electric ones that aren't this nice thing that I have that's like a portable battery and crap. Um, but it is just like a small Dremel for your nails, right? And then it has different tips, and then you can just kind of like file the edges, you know? Like it's really nice. I'm not gonna turn it on because I don't know how it's gonna sound on the mic right now, and I also don't want to get nail shavings on my drawing, but Tuesday. Tuesday I'll show you guys. Actually, maybe I won't. I usually do some nail prep before the stream for you guys because I get really picky about my edges and it takes long enough for me to paint them when I get going. I get really particular about my manicure, so uh it comes out really nice, but yeah, it usually takes me a minute. Ooh, spooky. I actually really like how this is coming out. The theme is surprise. Cause yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking the theme was gonna be pride nails, and then I waited too long, and uh, before that I said I want my nails to be water themed, and then I just couldn't decide what that meant, and so I didn't do anything. I don't know. I was kind of thinking maybe like playing cards would be fun, tarot cards or something, or I don't know, maybe little hearts, little XOs or something, little tic tac toes. I don't know, something playful. True. The Pokemon nails are hard to beat. The little Pokeballs on the nails, those are so good. If you guys didn't see those are in the subreddit too. I think all my best nails so far have gone in the subreddit, so if you guys want to see some of those. Some of my old favorite nails. Nail designs, manicures I did myself. See what to expect for Tuesday. You can kind of see like her bones through her skin a little bit. She's a specter. She's a little bit translucent, maybe. To go along with the kind of uncanny valley vibes, you know. Spooky. And she's just kind of like spindly. I think I did a good job with that part. I was kind of worried because I'm really good at making curvy women, if you hadn't noticed. All my, even some of my men come out looking a little bit curvy, you know, just because of the way that I end up drawing uh body structure. So, hi, my babe. Hello. My cat says hi. The mom, the mama mocha. I'm gonna add some more little lines in here just to kind of make it more like she's falling into herself, you know. Less clear where the dress line is down here. And then just, I think I'm gonna get my pen for this because I want her hair to be like real dark, wispy stuff just kind of coming off, and I don't want to abuse my $20 pencil. But we'll just draw some little freaking wisps, and so it'll be fine. So, I hope. We'd be happy little clouds about it. not what I was looking for, but this works. It just feels weird for the outer line of her hair to be so much darker. Sorry if it wasn't bugging you guys and you think I'm making the pic look worse or something, but it was bugging me, so I'm the artist, I said so. Well, speaking of me being the artist, I am gonna enter a cute little art contest here in town. Uh, so maybe one of the other Tuesdays before that, you guys can see what I'm working on. I haven't started on the canvas yet. I've only started like brainstorming because I have to get like an enormous canvas and I mean it's not like wall size or nothing, but it's like I think it's like 38 by 40, so it's like a few feet. It's like a big poster board, and it's gonna cost me some money, even if I buy a cheaper one, just because it's so big. It's a little annoying, but if, if, uh, if I win the contest, I'm gonna get paid in exposure, uh, kind of for real, but also like I get to hang my art up in their cute little establishment, and if it sells, I get to keep the profits that I make from selling art at their establishment. And I bet if I sell art at their establishment, uh, they might say, ask me to make them another piece for their wall or something, you know. Especially if it sells good. They might, you know, decide, hey, you want to try and sell more of that or something? I don't, it seemed like a good opportunity. And thanks. I mean, like I said, canvas painting, uh, and canvas painting is not, you know, my first choice of a medium all the time. But you guys saw my little paint by numbers. Like, I didn't design that, but I did still paint it. Uh, so hopefully I can do okay, even if I have to design the painting myself. I mean, it was like a real paint by numbers, like a big adult one, and not like a little kid one. Is a nice painting. It came out pretty good. I started another one and then never finished it. But yeah, it just has to be like a really specific size is the other issue. Like if I wanted it to be like just some freaking canvas, like I could go get a freaking canvas like that's just on sale or that's just like some random nonsense that somebody doesn't want. But or I could even go buy like a cheap crappy painting at the secondhand store and just paint over it. Which I know people have mixed feelings about that, but shush. Um, but yeah, I also really, yeah, I'm not psyched to spend money on that canvas. It's probably gonna cost me more than the paint I use on it, which is kind of crazy. Single tier. Yeah, agree. Big agree. I think if you buy something from a secondhand, I know people get all like uppity about buying stuff from a secondhand store and then like destroying it, but I think if you are destroying the original thing with the intention to make a new thing, like even if that thing is dopamine for your brain, like I think that that is fine. Like if you want to go buy a bunch of somebody's like old antiques or something and put them in one of those freaking bash stuff for money rooms, like I think that that's chill. Or if you want to buy somebody's grandma's like super old painting and give it brand new life by painting on it yourself and putting it in your house instead of letting it go to a landfill or something, like I think that that's chill too. I think people should be less upset about shit like that because it's kind of silly to get upset about people preventing things from going to landfills. Because if you buy stuff from a secondhand store, that's what you're doing. You're preventing stuff from going to landfills. Even if it's broken nonsense that you're buying to break, like, and it goes to a landfill anyway, you're still breaking stuff down before it goes to the landfill. Like, I don't even hate that, you know? I think people should be I think if you buy stuff from a secondhand store, like it's at the secondhand store already, you should do whatever the frick you want with it. Like if people aren't serious like collectors of objects upset that like expensive merchandising or something is being destroyed, uh I think you got no leg to stand on. And I think even if you are one of those people that is upset that expensive merchandising is being destroyed, if you want that expensive merchandising, I'm sure whatever person is destroying that thing will sell it to you because they probably also just want the money to not come out of their wallets. Like they'll probably just give it to you. They'll go buy another one from the Goodwill or whatever, you know, secondhand store near you. I think that should be more generally acceptable behavior because it's silly how many people get upset about that. I think I have seen a lot of people get upset about like people making like I don't know, like I've seen a lot of people that will take like older paintings, like older style paintings, and they'll just like add modern saturation and colors to them, and it looks really nice. And people are like, "Oh my god, but you totally don't get that that's like a style, and like you ruin the painting." And it's like, okay, well maybe they've made the painting less enjoyable for you, but you didn't buy the painting. Like, yeah, people just like to whine. That's also very true. I wish people didn't like to whine so freaking much. Like, I like whining as much as the next guy. I'm whining right now. But also, I'm whining about a thing because other people are whining. Like, if other people would stop whining, I'd shush too. So, you know, maybe people could just chill out a little. That's why we're here. We're chilling. Sorry, I didn't mean to just like stop talking. I just ran out of things to say on that one and got to piece something else up. Hold on. Uh, see, I'm not supposed to do any red and white lining because I have antidepressants. Um, I like listening to my doctors because they are really good doctors. I would like to keep them. But I do I do like red and white lining. I do understand. I'm just not supposed to. Steps and little spots and knots and nonsense. And it's so cool. This one is so cool. Uh, I was not expecting this one to come out so nice, honestly. I was uh I was really prepared for this one to look way better in my head, but it did come out looking very like spectral, and I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. I would tell you you're making me blush, but you're on the camera so you can see it. Actually, maybe you can't. Maybe I'm too tan for that. Hidden talent. Anyway. Really funky bones. Gotta have the little fingy bones, because we said we were gonna have the bones kind of shining through. Must have been a good year. Hey, little puppy. There are little puppies about. They're so stinking cute. Ah, it's so true. It's coming out so spooky and pretty at the same time, guys. I really like this one. It's got like Corpse Bride vibes, I think. You guys ever seen that movie? That's a Tim Burton movie. That's a good one. If you ain't seen Corpse Bride, you should see Corpse Bride. People who are here would like Corpse Bride. If you are here in my channel enjoying me drawing this spooky stuff and also like me regularly, you know, like Corpse Bride is for you. It's a good movie. See, Taz already knows. Anyway. I'm just saying, guys. If you're here and you're queer, Tim Burton is for you. And even if you're not queer, because Tim Burton isn't queer, he's just cool. Actually, I don't know enough about Tim Burton the person. Don't quote me on that. But I really like his work. And then she kind of like flew into the cloak, into the dress. I really like Coraline. I have somewhere, and it was hung up in my old room for a really long time. A big, like, actually, maybe I threw it out because maybe it got like wrecked at some point. Um, I don't know if I have it anymore actually now that I'm saying that, but I used to have this really cool freaking poster that was like a promotional film pro like like a promo poster from when the film was actually coming out, like way back in the when. And I got it, I think, at a Scholastic book fair as a prize or something. And I was so freaking excited because it was like holographic. It had like Coraline going towards the door, and then like if you looked at it from one way, the door was like kind of lit up, and if you looked at it from the other way, it was just like the regular door. It was so freaking cool. But it was also like a big, thick holographic poster, so I think maybe it got water damage or something at some point. But that thing was well loved while it was at my house. Spooky ghosts, spooky ghosts, spooky ghosts. Another spooky ghost. Last spooky ghost. Spooky little smoky wispy things. Hi, little baby. There's a little puppy whining on the floor. Hi! Hi, Shan. Is that a boy name? Guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're wrestling, sorry. I swear they're fine. And I'm gonna add some little detailing to the smoke just to make it look even wispier. Mm. Blah, blah, blah. Ghost. And I think I'm gonna sign this and it's gonna be done. Because I forgot something obvious. Thanks. I think so too. Look at how spooky it is. Oh, no, just imagine it all, but like tinted purple. It's so spooky. Spooky, spooky midnight purple. Ah, that's so cool. Here, we'll all sit and stare at her together for a second, and you guys can tell me how cute she is. I think she's adorable. And also very spooky. Like, she could have my soul if I did something bad. Like, I mean, I did something bad. Right? Right? I mean, I'm pretty sure I must have sold mine at some. Oh, some kind of cursed luck I got over here. It's so pretty. Yeah, it sounds like you got cheaped out on. I don't know. I feel like even if it's not a good one, it's gotta be worth more than that. It looks pretty freaking good though. With our little kitties. I don't think I missed anything obvious. True. Maybe she doesn't take the whole soul. She just takes the darkness. Da da da. So like, if you do something really bad and all of your soul is dark, like she takes the whole thing. If you do something like a little bit bad, she just takes the dark part, you know. So like, if you're pretty good and you just do like you just got like a rough deal, you know, she could like give you a better one. But if you just freak around and find out, she'll just trap you in the lantern. I like it. I like our hero origin that we've concocted here. Uh, well, I think I'm gonna let everybody go to bed in the UK, and everybody not in the UK have their days back and all of that, all of that. But yeah, yeah, soul stealing with the conscience. I like it. Like just like it's just like it's a force. It's not necessarily an evil force. It's just a force. It's there. Um, they're just doing. Uh, but yeah, I think I'm gonna probably let that be the end of our little character building for the day, and it came out so good. This is why you need freaking character design backstories and stuff, because I wouldn't have thought of half of these cute little things without backstory and design details and you guys' wonderful help. So thank you for letting me steal your lovely ideas and for letting me bring them to life here on the paper. And I had so much fun doing that with you guys today. We will keep doing that for some of these rainbow guys until I think of something better to do or something else happens where I have to draw stuff for you guys urgently. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you had a good time here. If you want to check me out on Twitch, I am here every Sunday at about this time, and I've got it up on the stream schedule. I probably will start doing a Tuesday stream, but and fingers crossed that'll be this Tuesday, but no promises because I am real good at putting stuff off. But we'll try, and I'll ping you guys on the subreddit at the very least. I try to ping you guys over on YouTube also if you guys want to watch that Tuesday stream. Keep an eye out for that. If you guys want to watch this stream because you missed part of it, it'll be up here on Twitch after this, and it'll be up on YouTube at the end of whenever Twitch stops letting me, keep those updated up there now. I know that it's like something like a week, so should be up there before it disappears. There shouldn't ever be any point where you guys can't catch up on what I'm doing. If you guys want to check me out anywhere else, I've got that link tree in my bio. It's got lots of fun little icons and labels and yeah, everybody keep smiling. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching me draw. It is so motivating to get to do this for you guys, and I appreciate the heck out of each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for being the best stitches out there, keeping it all together. And you guys help yourselves with your oxygen masks before you help anybody else with theirs. There's a reason they say it on the airplane. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care, everybody. Bye.